Then we'll get back to it. All right, Mordecai. You were on board the Fractum as it was docked in the Righteous Reprisal, while the squad disembarked and went to meet Captain Lidero. You stayed in the hangar waiting for Sindala to ferry over from the Aeternum. She came with Elsharna, the astropath, which was unusual given astropaths' normal reluctance to leave the relative safety of their shipboard sanctums. But apparently, there was some news that was deemed so important it needed to be spoken in person, and not only to you, Mordecai, but to the ranking representative of the Imperial Fists. So it does take quite some time for those two to actually make it over to the reprisal and to dock, to disembark, and to join you. And Sindala is feeding you kind of basic information about how the Snowclaws are doing, the movement of the Imperial Fists on the planet, your own inquisitorial retinue, and there have been no casualties so far. Some wounds, but no one dead or injured, making them incapable of fighting. Scalarion is traveling with you, as well as what seems to be a low-level servitor leading you into the elevator and then taking you up to the command bridge. As you arrive, you're greeted.
Does he see the doodles?
Does he see the space wang on the space elevator?
Yeah. I was about to type that. I didn't want to interrupt, but yes. Does he see our works of art?
Oh, yeah.
Thorbeers and tostadas.
Tostadas.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, on the extension of, if I'm seeing these doodles for the first time, am I seeing this dude for the first time? Just double check.
So,
like what, you're looking at space wings and be like, did Thorbeer do that? Or are you just seeing like, shit, Thorbeer was here?
Oh, most definitely you were there. Like, I recognize those doodles. But I didn't know if this is the first time I'm meeting them personally, or we were just talking over Vox before this. Just want to double check. Because I got some words for this guy, buddy, into my operation.
So, right now, you are still traveling, like, you're in the elevator staring at literally Thorveer's doodles on the side of the elevator.
Classic.
So you haven't actually yet gotten to Captain Lidero. You're still in transit, we'll say.
Gotcha. This guy.
And then, however, the elevator ride does not last as long for you as it did for the squad, and that is a whole nother story. But you do arrive at the command bridge, and it is an interior bridge. It's much the same as the primary bridge of the ship, but it doesn't have the large bay windows, and all of its visual feed is done via video. In the center, there's a large holographic map. There are space marines gathered around it. There is one stripped down to his waist of his armor. His left arm is a bionic, and the replacement surgery is a bright red, as if the replacement has just happened recently. He is being attended by an apothecary, and there are other Imperial fists around him as well as on the bridge. And once the elevator doors open and you step out, you also notice that what looks like the navigator of the Righteous Reprisal is in attendance to that figure as well. Sindala does speak up, and she introduces herself and you, and elaborates on your mission on the planet. And almost as soon as she begins to say what your objective is, the captain just kind of waves her off and is like, I know what your objective is. Why are you here now after your squad has gone into combat already? And Elsharna, the astropath, steps forward and makes mention of the navigator, pointing and saying, both he and I detected something very unusual on the Tau cruiser that leads us to believe there is something more going on than just the Tau operating on their own here.
Gotcha. Okay.
And
Oh, sorry. Go for it.
the captain kind of looks at Elsharna and doesn't say much, but does not seem pleased that again, I don't want to say a class so much, but a position in an Imperial fleet, which is usually relegated to its own quarters, has now for some reason come aboard his ship.
Okay.
And that giant space marine with the flaring up surgery wounds is Captain Lidero.
1 sec. Okay. Well, I want to approach the captain like, well, from one robot arm man to another, let me offer my condolences. It's never a good transition, but I understand it. This current situation, we're trying to work through it. The squad is currently doing their own thing. And you have to understand, from one Imperial branch to another, how things are going to go. There's a little bit of friction here. If you could just keep your stance right now, don't move, let my squad do their thing, then it'd be the best for both of us. After all, they are acting under my oversight, and my oversight is only seen over by the Emperor himself. So, as much as I appreciate your input, Captain, it is what it is. So, I'd appreciate if you just kept your position and nursed your arm.
And so you can see the bionic arm, its fingers are twitching, not uncontrollably, but erratically. And the captain inhales deeply and replies, "Your station gives you leeway to speak to me in that manner. Yes. But the question is, if you just go missing, would they come looking for you?"
Eh. Honestly, probably not. But at the same time, concerning your recent, battle report, I doubt most of your Imperial fists will actually look for you either. We're kind of in the same spot. But if you play your cards right, you're actually going to get a lot of actual glory from the situation. So I say if you just sit here, take a few drugs, relax, nurse that arm like I mentioned before, then you might come out actually ahead.
And again, the
Where
captain.
did this Inquisitor come from?
So it's the problem of literally you can just leave Mordecai alone on the planet and he'll die. However,
No, the sheer huevos shoved in his pants.
yeah.
I mean, not the where did he physically come from?
Well, no.
Who gave
literally,
our Inquisitor cojones? He didn't have
That
that
is-
before.
That is
I don't
literally their
remember him
job.
talking to Thorvir like that.
because
Well,
Thorvir can murder him with no one knowing. If he's killed on the bridge of an Imperial Fist chapter ship, somebody will notice.
I'm behind that almighty shield of paperwork.
Exactly.
That's literally what. Yeah. Like, yeah. Thorvir could literally just. Thorvir could crush my head and throw me in a ditch. This guy's actually going to have to explain to his superiors why he did it. That's the big difference. Like, okay, bureaucracy.
Oh my god!
Mordecai, while you're up there, get us some more equipment.
Actually, if it wasn't for me talking shit, I maybe could have done that, but too late. I'm already in the shit ditch. I gotta just swim through the shit now. Sorry.
And now I hate you again.
Damn
But
it!
Good job.
Wow.
You were so close. So
I'm back.
close.
I'm back on the murder sheet for Thorvir. Son of a.
It's like in Billy Madison, Steve Buscemi crosses off a name. Well, I wrote it back in crayon.
All I can imagine is Thorvir's entire list is my name crossed out and rewritten over and over. It's just like that's it. Like my name over and over. Like, oh damn it, someday I'll be all
Yeah, but yeah, don't worry. I'll make sure this captain doesn't do anything. I got to make sure you summon a demon first.
God, that's so borderline heretical, but okay, fair enough.
And it appears that Captain Leaderow is working his bionic arm and beginning to form his rebuttal, and Sindala butts into the conversation saying, "Lord Captain Leaderow, there is a grave concern that we must address. That is why our astropath Elsharna has come forward and why your own navigator has come to speak to you." And she's kind of trying to rapidly rattle off just anything to put time and distance between the confrontation that just happened. She does actually have a concern that she wants to raise, but she's first trying to buffer that space. And so she just kind of prattles for a little bit, and then she turns and points to Elsharna and says, "I will let her speak directly of what she saw, and your navigator will be able to corroborate. El Sharna does step up and was slouching previously and straightens her back and says, I believe there are Dark Eldar on board that vessel. This
All right,
is
what? Oh, sorry. Go for it.
this is not unlike them to use a race so easily deceived as the Tau to do their bidding. I am not sure of how many are present or if they are still present, but when that vessel entered the material realm, I could feel the tainted presence of a Dark Eldar.
Just to specify, was there any psychic presence with the Dark Eldar?
Yes, that it was a powerful psychic presence.
Ew, these are. Oh, this is majorly fucked then. Damn it. Dark Eldar and Psychers, that's majorly fucked. That's terrible. Okay, so that's bad. Shit.
And the navigator of the righteous reprisal effectively nods and gives affirmation that he noticed the same thing. And you can see Captain Leaderow begin to pace just a bit around the edge of the hollow map as his original tactical assessment of the situation is now not quite accurate, or at least wasn't fully informed, which concerns him.
Okay. That said, am I in contact with the squad at all, or are we cut off?
You are not cut off, but you would need to be using the righteous reprisals radio to reach them. Your squad level communication is not going to be able to get through the Tau void shields.
All right. Then in that case, right off the bat, I'm gonna be like, hey, listen, I know we have our differences. I need to contact the squad right away. We gotta tell them about these spindly little assholes. These weirdos. All right, we gotta do it.
And the
You are
captain,
an Inquisitor. You could commandeer it.
Listen, it's called Olive Branch. I just gave him some shit. I'm trying to be a little nice and not tell him straight up.
Again,
No.
you're an Inquisitor.
You could
You're on
also,
a ship right now. You're on a ship. Let
You
me
could,
do my
you, could
job.
you could requisition a boarding torpedo and come tell us yourself.
That too.
I don't tell you how to chop Xeno's heads off. Let me do
You actually
bureaucracy,
did.
okay?
You did do that one time.
One time. Let me do bureaucracy. That's my job. I'm bureaucracy. I'm just trying to be a manager here. Trying to smooth some edges. Try my best.
And in the words of Michael Scott, you got to make him laugh. Manager is basically just a comedian and a friend.
Oh god, that's depressing, but it's true. Okay, let me try to make him laugh. Okay.
he is a very angry, rather in pain Imperial fist.
I might work cut out for me then. Okay.
Give him some space pot. He'll be fine.
However, he just kind of waves you in the direction of the comms so that
Perfect.
you can attempt to contact the squad. I mean, to him that means nothing. Whatever, you need to use the Vox. Okay, who cares? Go for it.
Okay. Perfect. I'm gonna march over the Vox and just tell them right off the edge or over the comm like, all right, squad, got some bad news. Actually, good news and bad news. Good news is you have more things to kill than the Tau. The bad news is they're the very lithe versions of our hated nephews called the Eldar. They're a Dark Eldar. They're horrible. They're going to torture you to death if they catch you. So, have no mercy. Kill them as quickly as you can, more so than the Tau. Emperor be praised. Good luck. I'm going to be on the ship if you need any help.
It's like I'm
gonna
Damn knife ears.
fucking knife ears, man.
I don't know. I heard 3 good things. 1, more things to kill. 2, evil enemies to kill. And 3, Mordecai isn't coming.
Damn. Oh, although there's one word warning. They are known to use combat drugs and modify their bodies. So you might actually have to, actually fight. You're not gonna fight fish people. You're fighting actual fighters. They're
I have more bolter than needed.
fair enough. It's just I say don't jump in there assuming you can just punch people. They will actually fight back.
Yeah.
They can dodge things. Literally, they're
I'm just
insanely good.
hearing more good things. You decided you're coming now?
Our robot overlords are speaking again.
yeah.
Sorry, it's North Carolina.
Fair enough.
Okay. For reference, for Mitako and Blue, maybe you may not. The Dark Eldar are effectively the Dark Elves of Warhammer 40,000. They are literally depraved, wretched, evil elves. Exceptionally long-lived. They enjoy nothing more than the torture of their victims. They are known to experiment on themselves, their own race, and their prisoners. Yes, effectively that is what Dark Eldar are. They're evil space elves. They are piratical in nature. What is this? That's actually a great picture. They occupy we'll say a pocket dimension, slightly off of reality, and literally run raids out of that city. They take prisoners, they experiment on them, and they do pretty much whatever the fuck they want. They are a hedonistic culture. They literally gave birth to the chaos god Slanesh in their rampant excess. Overall, really, really fucking not fun to deal with.
They sound like assholes.
They are definitely assholes.
Huge assholes.
I will try not to enjoy killing them.
Oh, I will enjoy every moment of it.
Yep, those are the big points. You can read a little bit more on it if you like, though Dr. PB has a pretty good understanding if you want to not have to read and just want to ask. But yeah, they are just terrible fucking creatures.
Yeah, they were the first army I collected for Warhammer, and there's, even though I don't have a standing army now, they're still one of my favorite fucking races, just because they're giant dickheads.
I do love them. They're probably the only race that I think kind of one. Like, there's no end game to Dark Eldar. Like, okay, I mean, we're alive. Like, every other race has a end game besides Dark Eldar. Like, yeah, we're alive. Slanesh ain't eating us. We're winning. That's pretty much Dark Eldar. We're partying. We're getting drunk. Whatever.
That's basically it. Not a whole lot more to him.
What is it, Vec? Like, I've been alive for 10,000 years. Suck my dick. Fuck off. He's like, damn, Vec, you cool.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised there isn't some weird like lore thing about Vect and Zinch.
Yeah, that is weird. Like, because it would make sense, like, Vec's been alive for what, like 10,000 years? And he's
So
kind of
possibly longer.
Yeah, like, he was joking about being around before Slanesh. But, like, he wants to die at this point, I think. Like, he's just messing with people. Like, hey, maybe I'm going to win, maybe not, whatever. Like, he's just having fun losing. It's so weird.
Literally, the entire point of its existence is just to fuck with people.
Yeah. Can someone please beat me? I'm so bored. I'm bored at being so good. I always like that one Dark Eldar story where some like Inquisitor tries to stop a Dark Eldar raid. And it's like, okay, we have this all planned. We're gonna stop them. And the Dark Eldar attack. The Imperial Guard fight them off. It's like, whoa, well that was an easy thing to fight off. Go us. And they go tell the Inquisitor. And when they go to the base, in the library, it's just an entire library of his skin on each page of a book. And apparently they killed the Inquisitor, skinned him, and put each page covered with his skin. And then that's it.
Gross.
Yeah. So it's like, it was like the perfect power move. Like, yeah, we could have taken him. We just killed the Inquisitor, cuz. And that's why Inquisitors are paid more. Death Watch. Just saying.
The Death
You're
Watch don't
not.
get paid.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
we
wait,
don't
we're
get
getting
paid.
You have guns worth like more than entire worlds. Like, guys get paid a lot. Like each bullet's like
And
the
literally,
wage for.
you all did try to use bolter rounds as currency, so
Hey, they were
I
successful.
was not there for that.
It was awesome.
That's because we don't get paid.
And we got a barter.
Yeah.
It's how Suffering got his hat.
You say you don't get paid as you have 21 organs of supreme value. Come on, you're walking $1 billion. That's it.
Did you forget this whole like we're in service to the Emperor thing?
Yeah, being a space marine is a life sentence.
or
Yeah.
a life blessing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your talk is a little shifty right now. Like, doesn't seem completely righteous. Seems a little heroic.
Decimus, how
You know-
easily can you turn a frail human body into indescribable paste?
Oh, I mean, let me
Unidentifiable
count the
paste.
ways. Let
Yeah.
me count the ways.
We have an Inquisitor that needs to be taught a lesson of he just disappeared.
Could I?
Someone
could I-
grab a cheese grater. I'll keep him alive.
I'll
I
just
can
give
hold
him
him
my.
down.
I'll give him my diving suit and throw him out in space. I'm pretty sure those two are, they'll act the same. If not, he'll die from space.
You know what?
A space death, if you will.
Someone hold him down.
What?
I've got
I
a
got
full
this.
bladder.
It has not even been one campaign and we're already at full blown like chaos heresy. Like, what is
No, this isn't heresy. This is teaching a lesson.
There's a
Yeah.
difference.
Heresy involves us giving you to Korn or Nurgle. We're not giving you to Slanesh, sorry. You're not that lucky.
So you're just ignoring
Lucky?
all the. So the renegade space marine thing doesn't exist then, at all. Like That's a whole thing. Is renegade space marines? They're like, we hate chaos, but the emperor also sucks. So
That is true.
No.
There are just renegade.
Those are space marines that have brains.
So I'll never join.
I mean, you're a space wolf, so
You're renegade already.
yeah.
Sweet. Although every time I hear the word renegade, I think of that old 1990s TV show, and the guy just, when it cuts to commercial, he's just driving into the sunset with a motorcycle on.
The space wolves look at the Codex Astartes and they wipe their ass with it.
Hey,
Or
we
I'm
can't
sorry,
read.
they put it down because I forgot you're half dog, so put it down so you make it to the paper.
shots fired.
I don't know. I don't see that as an insult. So you're dumb.
So, what are we into now?
Well, as Space
you-
Marines, we are supposedly fairly intelligent, but I don't think any of us is as smart as Neldar. So we're gonna have to bludgeon our way through this.
Well, Kenny, that just sounds like Tuesday to you.
That is actually how I spent my Tuesday this week.
All right. That's just Tuesday? That's every day for me.
So, I will ask guys, is everybody okay with us actually calling it for tonight? Because we're about to get into a metric fuck ton of attacks back. It'll also give me a little bit of time to get Mordecai out of just being a narrative element and actually have some dice rolls for him to make.
Yeah, sure.
I'm digging it down.
I actually need to start heading to bed anyway. It's almost 10:30 and I have work tomorrow. It's actually a really good place for me to go.
Well, I'm
I'm
at
okay
Garage,
with
so I got nothing else to do.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you guys. I would like to be able to build a little bit more out. So this is a good spot for me. So I do appreciate it.
So next Friday then, or
So that is up for